The mantra of a national team manager is that there are no easy games in international football. Well, that doesn't apply tonight. This is one, and nothing less than an England win, and an emphatic one at that, will do. For the first time in 25 competitive internationals, England start without Frank Lampard. A wrist injury, courtesy of a Wayne Rooney shot in training, has ruled out the Chelsea midfielder, and that's allowed Stuart Downey to come back into a midfield that features Aaron Lennon and Steven Gerrard in their preferred roles on the right and through the middle, respectively. As expected, it's Micah Richards for Phil Neville and Ashley Cole for Jamie Carragher in the full-back positions, and once again a front two of Andrew Johnson and Wayne Rooney. Andorra's collection of part-timers is ranked 157 places below England in the FIFA World Rankings, but coach David Rodrigo has pledged that his players aren't out to ask for autographs from their superstar opponents. They do boast one professional, Marc Banaus, who plays for Elche in the Spanish second division and was once on the books of Barcelona. And they had to make a late change to their side. Midfielder Marc Pujol strained a hamstring in the warm-up. His place has been taken by Manolo Jimenez. Away we go on a rather untypically cold and breezy night in Barcelona. It is the perfect chance for the Three Lions to rediscover their roar. England have to go for goals. Mark, what would the minimum requirement be tonight?
Well, if you look at Andorra's record, Guy, 19 goals conceded in 4 games already in this competition, so I think 4, if not 5, might be par for the course.
They finished 5-0 at Old Trafford when the sides met way back at the start of September. That's England's part. Scoring just 1 goal would be a good start. England haven't scored in their last 3 European Championship qualifying games. It's getting on for 5¼ hours since Peter Crouch found the net in Macedonia. Gerrard was one of the goal scorers when the sides met at Old Trafford. No chances taken there by Anthony Lima, and he's quick to charge across and make a point in forceful terms to Wayne Rooney. Not quite sure what that was all about.
No, the referee's having a word with both players as well.
And Terry has continued with his run. Hargreaves is urged by some sections of the crowd to have a dip. Instead, it's Aaron Lennon. Touch and run. Couldn't get the elevation on the cross to find Johnson. Richards, he's caught by a high boot just on the edge of the box. Actually, the referee said, "You were both jumping, let's get on with it."
I think that's a foul, there's any doubt about it. Interesting to see in the replay whether it was actually just outside the area. It's a penalty.
It was just inside.
It's caught him, there's no doubt about it. Richards has played the ball. Yeah, that's the incident before with the referee and the 4 and the 5 for Andorra, Lima and Sonajay trying to wind up Rooney.
It will be a constant barrage. Treading on his toes, whispering in his ear.
There's only one answer, it's called a goal.
Johnson managed to get past the challenge and was stumbling, and a free kick is awarded. And we're going to see the first yellow card of the night too. It's Tony Lima, the player caution.
It's a little unlucky, Johnson, because he tried to stay on his feet because he was in on goal and just couldn't quite make it.
Terry and Richards are up in the mix. Terry's being followed all over by Lima. It's Rooney. Coldo just got across to his post, and the shot was just wide. It didn't really have any venom in it.
But Coldo left him a lot of the goal to aim for. He was struggling to get there as well.
Ferdinand. Gerrard returns the ball to Rio Ferdinand. It's a hopeful one intended for Andrew Johnson. Lennon. Handed away by Sonajay. Hargreaves will challenge for it. Went down as if caught by Ruiz. Referee happy to let the game go on. Hargreaves has stayed down. Now play's stopped so that the Bayern Munich player can receive treatment.
It'll be interesting to see whether this was accidental or not. Thought for a moment that Ruiz caught him. Oh, he's led him with the elbow. That's an awful challenge. Oh
dear.
It's a sending off, I'm afraid. That is a coward's challenge.
And it's absolutely typical of the way Andorra have started this game. Hargreaves, covered from that brush with the captain of Andorra. Gosh, he's putting it mildly. Downing. It's a better cross, but it won't be met by an England head. Ruiz trying to hold off Gerrard. In comes Hargreaves, wins the ball. Gerrard has a go, and it's a good stop from Caldo, who was wrong-footed. Rooney back in, and Sonajay did the goalkeeper's job for him.
That's another very poor tackle as well now.
Manolo Jimenez this time.
Decent strike as well. It's done a little bit in the air, this ball. It's a good save in the end.
Cole makes sure he gets in front of Toscano. There was a little bit of afters between those two, and Toscano then raises his boot.
Straight through on Gerrard, he went the 9. It wasn't the first time he's caught Terry early in the game as well. It's a poor challenge.
John Terry got a bit of the aftermath too, and the referee just gives a yellow card to the baby-faced Andorra striker.
He never for once actually tried and play this ball up straight through with the arm on Gerrard.
Carried on with his knee raised into Terry for good measure.
Guy, wouldn't it be funny if it's been the Premier League, Andorra would be down to 9 players already.
You can see just why they have a quite awful disciplinary record.
It's because they've not got any discipline.
Cole. Johnson. Up against Lima. He's around Lima. Good effort. Always rising from Andrew Johnson. But that's better from England.
Well, it's better because it's a good ball then. It's a nice little turn from Johnson, a couple of touches, manoeuvres a little, get himself a bit of space, and just failed to hit the target.
England have never gone 4 competitive internationals without scoring a goal. Really didn't want to bring that up, but half an hour played. It is a prospect. Given away. Gerrard does his best to win it back and chase the loose ball, and he gets to it. The fans rise to that effort. Andrew Johnson didn't seem to expect the back heel to keep it in play. Gerrard has to take the lead. Richards, too high for Rooney. Downing was coming in behind him and got right underneath the ball.
Well, this is England's best chance of the game so far. I think it's a diving header from Downing there. Takes a bit of a chance. He lets it come too far, I feel. To get in front of the fullback, you can throw yourself at that bit of glory.
Downing. And Lennon comes over to the left wing. We were told in Israel they didn't enjoy it there. Cole. Downing. That's Johnson. Well worked by Andrew Johnson, and he forces the save from Calder.
That's 2 turns we've seen from Johnson, isn't it? 2 shots, this time a much better one on target. It's a good save.
Steven Gerrard corner, in went Richards. And another Andorra player is down, it's Sonajay this time.
This is Johnson, this is a good save. 2 saves, one from Johnson, one from Gerrard. Downing with a chance. That's it for England this half.
42 minutes played. Andorra 0, England 0 in the Olympic Stadium, Barcelona. The England fans, from 10 minutes in, were venting their fury towards Steve McLaren. It's getting worse. Now Wayne Rooney is penalised. The Andorrans are charging in.
Well, Sonajay wants him booked. Now raises his arm, he catches him with a hand.
It was a swing of the arm.
Yeah, no, it's a swing of the arm, catches him with a hand, it should be a yellow. Can't be rules for one and rules for the other.
Diagonal is intended for Rooney, who collected it brilliantly. Wayne Rooney needed support. Lennon. Aaron Lennon's shot blocked at source. Good effort from Downing. Just the wrong side of the post.
This is Downing's effort. It came after a brilliant play by Rooney.
Well, we are now into the 4th minute of stoppage time.
Well, it would have to go down as one of England's more inept first half displays against a team that's conceded 19 goals in 4 previous games in this competition.
The song to end the first half from the England fans is "You're getting sacked in the morning." Is there to be one last England chance before the interval? Not with a ball in like that. The bounce deceives Hargreaves. In goes Toscano to win it. Ruiz. Nice little controlled pass for Ayala. It is half-time in the Olympic Stadium in Barcelona. Just listen to the sound that greets Steve McLaren as he leaves the bench. And the England supporters have every reason to feel absolutely furious. It has been once more a pretty abject display from England so far. Precious few chances, and they're being held by the tiny country of Andorra. It's 0-0. Downing. Cleared this time by Bernous. Hargreaves. Sonajay again. Hooks it clear as best he can. Lima jumps this time. Terry.
This will be the biggest 45 minutes of Steve McLaren's career.
It is now 6 hours since England last scored in a European Championship qualifier. Lost bits of stoppage time here and there too. This is Micah Richards. Now Owen Hargreaves. Hargreaves lets rip. And the goalkeeper had it covered. Peter Crouch, England's last goal scorer in Skopje. How he's missed. Hargreaves was the player who missed that time. But there might be a chance here as Rooney gets in. And it's right across the face. Johnson couldn't get there.
A long, hopeful ball, and Johnson just couldn't cut down the end of it.
Cole. Slip from John Terry now. Downing. Richards. Stuart Downing. Couldn't shoot left-footed, goes with his right. And Coldo holds on, and then spills it. Just giving a cent of a chance to Andrew Johnson.
Oh, he's lucky, wasn't he? It's a good save. They're going low down to his right this time. First half, both low down to his left.
It's Downing. And Micah Richards to make his mark in Andorra's box. Leonard. 3 Andorra players go for it. Wayne Rooney hanging back. Gerrard! Now England have to push on. 8.5 minutes into the second half, and long last, England score again in the European Championship qualifiers. Steven Gerrard makes the breakthrough.
Well, there haven't been many chances, as we know, in this game. I think this is the most difficult one. All about technique, which is outstanding from Gerrard. A little ball from Rooney.
The only goal of the game in Barcelona. It was a long time in coming.
Something must have happened off the ball here.
Yeah, he's calling the referee over towards him. Pointing to something he's seen in the middle.
Is it Rooney? It's
dear.
Rooney and,
Oh dear.
and Sonajay.
Well, it's a yellow card each. A yellow card, which means that Wayne Rooney will miss England's next European Championship qualifier, which comes against Estonia in June. Has been another frustrating night for him. Going into tackle here. Decent bit of play, first off by Jimenez. Now Ruiz.
Micah Richards limping away.
He goes off. Kieran Dyer comes on.
Well, in all honesty, you can actually play without a right back. You just ask Lennon to drop a little bit deeper, that's all.
And it is Wayne Rooney to go as well.
Yeah, well, they're protecting him.
16 competitive internationals without a goal for Wayne Rooney. I think that is a very sensible substitution. Lennon. And the outside of Banaus. The pullback for Kieran Dyer. He collected it brilliantly. Dyer tees up Gerrard. Tried to pass it into the corner.
Well, that's much better play by England, this. Lennon, Dyer, Gerrard. It's a good combination.
Downing. Ambitious attempt to find Aaron Lennon, who's been helped out by Banaus. Now Lennon with a free run into the area. He's got past Sonajay. Oh, and it's an awful miss kick from Kieran Dyer.
Well, he just didn't set himself well, did he? Great play by Lennon. Got his head up, picked Dyer out. He just set himself all wrong. He was so open.
To Gerrard. Defoe's touch on, Steven Gerrard in for his second. It's the first time that Steven Gerrard has scored 2 in a single game for England, and they lead Andorra by 2. Vitally important Gerrard goals to nil.
A little 1-2. Great pace by Gerrard. Keep your head, pass it past the goalkeeper. 2-0. How simple is that? It's amazing what happens when you pass it to feet, isn't it? There you are, in the ball comes. Nice little layoff by Defoe. Keep your head, wait for the goalkeeper, score.
Lennon. Sonajay, he's always there. Gerrard. Steven Gerrard trying to poke one through to Nugent. Hargreaves, Downing. This time by Escura. Gerrard. Ferdinand. That's Nugent. This is Kieran Dyer. Into the side netting. Looked as though he might have scuffed the finish.
Well, he did, but the other thing's great ball from Nugent, and Nugent makes a lovely run. I don't think Dyer even thinks about the alternative of playing Nugent in. Downing. Nugent, nice little chest down to Gerrard. Oh, good try. Deflected too, corner. Has he done it for you, Mark? Who, Gerrard? Yeah, yes, there's no doubt about it. He's, of course, don't forget, back in that central position, he just makes everything happen, as everybody knows he would and do.
Steven Gerrard's corner now, punched by Caldo. Ruiz. Gerrard. It's over Defoe. Downing. Nugent! What a chance for the Preston striker to really make a name for himself on the international stage. I think he thought he scored here. Great cutback. Oh, narrowly close. 16 goals for Preston this season. Very nearly followed by 1 for England.
What's all that about? Please tell me, what is all that about?
Makes you proud, doesn't it? John Terry. Not a normal state of mind at 2-0 up in the last minute to go on pushing for another goal. Not for the Premiership's finest, but they really have to now. And Jermaine Defoe is onside, and it's squeezed past Caldo. Nugent tries to claim it. Whose goal is it? Well, Defoe wants it.
I think Nugent's saying it's his. Did it cross the line? Definitely onside, Defoe. Goalkeeper gets a decent hand on it, just gets past him.
We're going to have to slow that down and down.
I think think Nugent might get this. It's the whole of the ball over the line, don't forget.
Nugent got there as quick as he possibly could. It's all over in Barcelona. England have won 3-0 and yet are being, by a sizable number of England supporters, booed from the field. It took such a long time for the deadlock to be broken. Steven Gerrard early in the second half. It needed a second goal from the Liverpool captain to calm the nerves a little more. And then David Nugent, on his international debut, put the ball over the line when Jermaine Defoe thought he'd scored. Well, it was always going to be, in many people's eyes, a pointless exercise for England tonight. They couldn't win in many ways, but at least they have won. Andorra 0, England 3.
Steve, you got the result. What did you make of the performance?
I thought we struggled in the first half. You could see there was a lack of confidence there. But we said at half-time, you know, we need to show great character. We need to show great guts because, you know, the conditions weren't good. On and off the field, had to cope with a lot of the players out there. And they showed real character in that second half. I'm proud of every one of them because even the subs who came on really gave their all and tried. And we got our just rewards. And Stevie G, you know, talk about step forward, he did tonight.
It was frustrating, and they made it frustrating. Did you feel some of that pressure, though, tonight?
Yeah, of course. You know, the fans were on us early doors, and, you know, we understand that as well. But, you know, when that goal doesn't come after 15, 20 minutes, you can feel the pressure, and it gets quite tense. You know, you're trying difficult passes to make something happen as a midfielder, and, you know, you've got to tell yourself out there, you know, be patient, just keep playing, and, you know, eventually the breakthrough came. We showed a lot of character second half under difficult circumstances, and we got our rewards in the end.
We spoke in midweek and you talked about leadership and character. You had to call on that, particularly you and Steven Gerrard tonight.
Yeah, we did. I mean, Stevie, different class, you know, took it upon himself, like we see week in, week out, and, you know, 2 fantastic goals. He got people playing around him, got people up fit around him. When he's like that, he's, you know, he's one of the best in the world.
We're a little confused. Did you score on your debut or not?
Yes, I did. You know, obviously the ball was in the line. I've had 15 texts on my phone saying it was my goal, so, you know, one cut, one goal, you know, I'm claiming the goal.
What does Jermaine have to say about it?
No, he's not that too bothered, you know. Obviously, even if he was in the position, he would have done the same thing, he said. You know, so everyone's made up for me, and, you know, just glad that I poached that on the line.
We're in it together. You know, it's disappointing to hear all the fans, you know, but, you know, we understand that as well. They pay good money, they follow us, you know. There was 10,000 of them tonight, so we understand it, but, you know, I can guarantee them that we're trying to turn it around. We're giving it everything we've got, and eventually it'll come. We can turn it around. We've got the quality to do it.
How difficult has this week been for you personally?
Unbelievably, it's been getting the players together for 10 days. It's been difficult, it's been hard, never easy with England, but the players have been fantastic. The staff, the support that they've given me has been tremendous, and that's kept everybody going, that's kept the camp going, and I think you saw that spirit tonight. They never stopped, they never wilted, they kept going, got the result.
Will Steve McClaren carry on regardless?
Of course.
Good to talk.